freaking Monday. Hope you guys had a fantastic weekend and you are ready to get after it this week. We have something really, really special planned for you this week that we only do once a year, where we provide the absolute best offer that every single year we try to outdo ourselves. We create the best offer that we can think of to help the practice owners who started their side hustle or feel like they're stuck in the mud. Give them the resources that they need to finally break through, where they finally have absolute clarity on what it is they need to work on every day, every week, every month, so that they can stay in a perpetual state of momentum inside of their practice. And so what I'm going to be doing here today is breaking down exactly what that offer is, how we can guarantee you that if you choose to work with us, that we can get you to a minimum of $10,000 per month in your practice within the next 90 days by the end of Q1 2025. And we have some incredible bonuses to offer you that we've never done before. So this is a very special week. We released the details this morning. What I wanted to do here today is come on here live to share with you our exact process, why it is that we're able to guarantee that we can get you to a minimum of $10,000 per month, or if you're already doing that, add an additional $10,000 a month minimum to your monthly revenue inside of your practice using our system. So today, I'm going to pull back the curtain. I'm going to show you absolutely every single thing you need to know about how to run effective Facebook ads, how to create a world-class patient experience, and how to make sure you have a thriving practice that can grow month over month. So let me just make sure everything is connected okay. Excellent, everybody. If you can hear me and you can see me okay, let me know inside of the comments so I know that this is coming through okay. But it looks like everything is sharp. So every single year, every December, we put together something unique and special based off of the hundreds of data points that we're collecting throughout the year on what practice owners are struggling with the most right now. And every single year, it is my job to outdo ourselves, to make it bigger, make it better, and make it easier for you to win inside of your cash practice. And I gotta say, after last year, I was a little worried. I was like, I don't think there's a way that we can do better than this particular offer. But once we started talking to more and more of our clients and more of you inside of our communities, it became crystal clear that there's some things that we know we're missing the mark on, that we know many of you are struggling with outside of just the tactics and outside of the strategies, the things that you need to understand in order to approach your day in a way where you can grow each and every week, every month inside of it. Because a lot of you, you're doing the work. You're working really hard. You may be working harder than you've ever worked before, still are stuck. The things that you're doing aren't quite moving the needle. And so we put something together special for everyone inside of this community that disappears this Friday. And so for those of you who are watching this, I already saw the post that we released earlier with all of the details of the offer this week. Put 10K in the comments below and we will follow up with you to give you all the details to see if this program is the right fit for you. But we're guaranteeing you that if you're a match, we can get you to 10K per month within the next 90 days. And where we're going to build out all of your patient acquisition systems, help you design your world-class patient experience, and then teach you the things that you need to understand to think like a true CEO so you can stay in perpetual momentum. So if you're interested in the details of this offer and would like to have a conversation, just put 10K. Those who join this week can save up to $3,000 on our program, while also getting a high-performing custom-built website just for you. Now, these websites typically run around $10,000, but if you join this week alone, in addition to upwards of $3,000 in cost savings, we're going to build you out a website absolutely for free. So if you're interested in the details, put 10K. For those of you that want to learn a little bit more about who are we? How do we do this? What does the process actually look like? Let's dive into all of that right now. So I'm going to share my screen with all of you. And again, if you can hear me and see me okay, just let me know in the comments so I know that I'm coming through okay. Okay. Excellent. Is everyone able to see my screen? All right. Let's dive right on in. Okay, so if you are a part of one of our communities and you're a cash physical therapist that wants to finally go full-time in your practice, that wants to finally hit consistent $10,000 plus per month in their practice, you can finally start earning what you deserve and replace your former salary, and want to make 2025 your breakout year where you can finally start to treat who you want, how you want, and most importantly, whenever you want. So you can start to live life on your own terms. At our core, that is all we want to do at Clinical Marketer. We don't care about making riches or living this lavish lifestyle. All we care about is freedom. We want to be able to reach out to our sides and up to the sky and feel no boundaries and restrictions in our life. We want to be able to do what we want, when we want, and have the kind of impact that we want to have so we can feel as much fulfillment as humanly possible. That's what this is all about. So for those of you that want to do that, we put together a limited time special deal that we do once per year that ends this Friday. Okay, so you're not going to want to miss this. So what this offer is going to do is it's going to help you book 2 to 3 high quality paid evaluations each and every week at a minimum. It's going to help you ethically increase your rates. You're charging a minimum of $200 per visit, so you can have the margins you need to scale and take care of yourself and show up to work as your best self every day. Even if you're living in a small town, we just helped the clinic go from literally less than $5,000 a month with the 2-person team to now where they just hit their first $85,000 month. Okay, we did that in the span of about a year and a half, and they live in a tiny hodunk town in Wisconsin, near La Crosse, Wisconsin. So don't think that just because you live in a small town, you can't do this. Okay, we're going to help you build a world-class patient experience that does all the selling for you, so you don't have to rely on becoming a sales expert or gimmicky sales techniques to try to persuade people into buying. We'll help you build a patient experience that gets the prospect to convince themselves that they want one of your packages before you even finish your evaluation and make a recommendation for a plan of action. We'll show you how to consistently hit a minimum of $10,000 per month within 90 days, even if you already have a job or you plan on keeping that. Okay, we've helped a lot of people who are just running side hustle cash practices scale to $10,000 to $15,000 a month, even though they're only treating 1 to 2 days per week inside of their practice. Now, if that seems crazy to you, I want you to understand that hitting $10,000 a month is extremely normal. For most people we work with, to do a $10,000 month would be an absolute emergency for them. Okay, so that's one thing that we want you to learn inside of this community, and definitely as a part of our program, that doing $10,000 a month, $20,000, $50,000 a month even is absolutely normal, and you need to normalize that in your brain so you can stop self-sabotaging your own growth with doubt and fear, and not asking yourselves the types of questions that would allow you to get there a heck of a lot faster. We'll also help you install repeatable systems that scale without making your life harder. So what automations, what systems do you need to have inside of your practice to get your time back so you can focus on what you do best, which is helping patients? Now, we guarantee you with all of these things and some additions that we're adding on towards the very end of this, we have some incredible bonuses I'm going to talk about at the end. We guarantee that by following our process, we're going to get you to a minimum of $10,000 per month, and we will put that in writing. And if you want these things, just put 10K below, because this offer is only available for the first 12 people who take us up on it. And so whether we reach the 12 before Friday or we reach Friday, no matter what, on Friday it ends. So it's first come, first serve. So some of you are looking at that like, how the hell can you guarantee that? There's so many other programs that are out there. Most of them are trash. I've gone through a lot of them. None of them were able to get me results. How can you guarantee that? Well, first of all, just in the last 12 months, inside of our own business, we've generated over $2 million in cash package sales and have been able to grow nearly month over month over month for the last 4 years while maintaining a 90% eval to package conversion. Okay, that means that the systems that we have inside of our own practice, this is exactly what it is that we are teaching to each and every one of our clients. So this isn't some program where we took a course, now we're teaching you what we learned from other people. This, every single thing that we teach and implement has been tested and vetted inside of our own business and made sure that it's working before we deploy it to anyone else. We're also not one of those programs where we used to run a cash practice, but it wasn't as profitable as we wanted it to be, and it didn't give us the time freedom that we wanted to have. So we decided we'd start a coaching program because we couldn't figure out the cash physical therapy business side of things. Okay, we run our own cash practices, and we would never sell them and we would never exit them because they're so immensely profitable. This is producing more than $500,000 in profit per year, and it was 100% self-sustaining. So every single thing that we're teaching isn't just about marketing. It's not just about patient acquisition. It's about the systems that allow you to have a self-sustaining practice so that you can get your time back, scale your impact in a way that your life doesn't keep getting harder, so that you can finally live on your own terms and have the whatever kind of impact you want to have in the world and leverage your time the way that you want to do it. That is what we do, which honestly, no one else in the space can even come close to saying. There's not a single coach in the physical therapy space that can come close to the numbers that we're doing inside of our practice, let alone the level of lifestyle that we've been able to create because of the systems and the operations that we use inside of our cash practice. And so you can't go and get what it is that we're teaching anywhere else. Okay, so just in the last 30 days, these are some reviews that we've gotten. We've had clients hit a 25x return on ad spend with our system. That means for every dollar they put in, they're getting $25 out. That was in the pelvic health niche. We helped Charlie hit his first $30,000 month. We helped Emily hit her first more than double her best month ever, just approaching the $10,000 month mark. We're helping Becky start to sell 10 packs when she never once converted any packages. We had someone go from 10 to 15 clients a week to consistent 20 patients per week, and now she's finally crushing $10,000 months inside of her practice. And we have hundreds and hundreds of messages and reviews and case studies exactly like this, where practice owners are going from stuck and frustrated in their business, where they're potentially about to give up on it altogether, either just go all in on their job or give up on the profession forever, hitting 10K, 20K, 30K months inside of their practice very quickly, thanks to this system. And we've implemented this with more than 500 cash practices over the last 3 years. And so we know what we're doing. Our results aren't just from a few outliers that we just cherry picked off the top. We're getting 5-star reviews and case studies and massive client wins every single day inside of our program. I'm going to share a few of them with you here today. So you're probably wondering, like, okay, I get it. Some people have gotten great results with what it is you're doing. A lot of people can say that. Show me how it actually works. So I want you to think of our program like a 13-week sprint or a boot camp, where there's very strategic and formulaic ways that we produce results inside of this program. So it's not what you would normally expect inside of a coaching program. Part one is we pair you with your own personal accountability coach to work with you one-on-one to not only make sure you understand the things that we're teaching you, but to customize it and bolt it onto your unique system that you already have in place, and then help make sure you understand it, why it works, how it works, so that later on you can build onto it, you can innovate on it without needing outside help. Okay, we've had clients come to us who are blown away with this program, who have gone through every other program that's out there, who are absolutely amazed at the level of commitment and support that they get inside of this program, with people doubling and even quadrupling their practice in a very short amount of time, because they're not just left to watch modules and left to figure it out on their own. They have someone in their corner actually helping them understand, helping them customize, and helping them implement each and everything and hold themselves accountable for achieving the things and doing the things that they promised themselves they would do in order to build and create the life that they've always wanted to have. Part two is we help you build your patient acquisition machine in 7 days. We actually build this entire thing for you just so that you don't have to worry about any of the tech. We take our 7-figure practice systems and we install them directly into your practice. Now, we've taken people from literally on the verge of giving up on their practice altogether, where they didn't believe that they had what it took. They didn't believe that a premium cash practice model would work in their community. And suddenly, almost like night and day, how much potential not only is there out there in their community for premium cash physical therapy, but how much potential they truly have within themselves just when they started tweaking a few things within their practice and started looking at things just a little bit differently. Part three is we help you sculpt your world-class patient experience. That's the thing that most people don't understand about cash physical therapy. They're wondering why they can't charge premium rates and why no one's investing in their packages. But what they're providing, the service they're actually delivering, is literally identical to the service they were delivering when they worked at an in-network clinic. It's no different other than 60-minute sessions one-on-one. Okay, it doesn't feel or look any different to the patient that doesn't have any context to know why that's better or different than what they can get in network. And so the experience we provide has to exceed every single expectation at every single stage within the patient process. Now, when you do this, when you design your patient journeys with intention, with the goal of making them feel like they've made more progress with you in just 60 minutes than anything else they've ever tried before. When you're able to do that, suddenly sales doesn't really feel like sales anymore. It feels more like order taking, like you're a cashier just accepting money from people because they have had such a wonderful experience with you where they've made so much momentum that the only logical next step is to continue working with you. And so we're going to help you sculpt your unique process based off your unique avatar and your unique philosophy on life and treatment. Now, part 3 is this is just a continuation of it. So this is a story of Matt Longfellow. Now, you're going to hear from him this Wednesday at 5 p.m. Central. We're going to go live inside of the group to share his story, because what he was able to accomplish with this program is nothing short of world class. Within 60 days, he had gone from being stuck at around $15K to doing more than $30,000 a month inside of his practice. And because of this patient experience process and the automated systems we help him install, he said it's not even sales anymore. It just feels like a clinical conversation where I'm telling people what they need. And he was selling package after package after package with far less sales resistance than he's ever had before. Now, part 4 is we're going to teach you how to actually think like a 7-figure CEO. A lot of you are stuck in your business because you still have a 9-to-5 mindset and you're still thinking like a PT rather than a physical therapy business owner. And so we're going to teach you how to understand your KPIs. We're going to teach you strategic planning. We're going to help you understand of all of these 1,000 steps that we need to do, what's step 1, what's step 2, what's step 3, so that every day, every week, every month, every quarter, for the rest of your life, you always know exactly what your targets are and what you need to do in order to accomplish them. Now, people who have come into this program, they had no idea why they were stuck in their business. They were trying the workshops. They tried some Facebook ads. They tried selling cash packages, but for whatever reason, nothing would ever work. But then once we helped give them better context into their numbers, into consumer behavior, into why people invest into cash physical therapy, and how to design a world-class experience that's head and shoulders above all of your competitors, suddenly everything becomes a lot easier and everything makes a lot more sense, and the bottlenecks and the constraints that are holding you back become glaringly obvious. And we can help them understand how to optimize certain components of their practice, whether that's lead acquisition, lead nurturing, convert, fulfillment, or patient retention. Help them understand which of those 5 mechanisms is the bottleneck in their business and what are the things we can do to overcome that constraint so that we can start working on the next one. And then through systematically doing this, growing and scaling a practice becomes inevitable. It becomes easy when you know what to work on and you know for certain that you're working on the right thing, implementing the correct strategy. Okay, so this is not your average coaching program. Everyone has gone coaching programs, and there's so many different that are out there. There's some that are good. There's a whole lot that are trash. I know I've been through some pretty bad programs. I'm certain that you have as well. But aside of our program, we don't force you to watch hours and hours of content for you to gain the context you need to succeed. Okay, each week we give you an assignment. So instead of a 3-month program, it's really 3 1-month programs where we break down each and every step. And each week you know exactly what needs to get done, and you have one-on-one support to implement each and every piece so you do it quickly and you do it right the first time. Okay, we don't leave you to figure out any of the tech on your own. There's no crazy tech headaches that you have to set all this stuff up and it takes weeks before you can even get started. We'll set up our entire 7-figure practice automations and patient acquisition strategies and meta ads and paid ads, do all of that stuff for you in just 7 days. Okay, we won't just tell you to work harder or hustle or that you just don't want it bad enough or to go back and watch the modules. Okay, we offer one-on-one support to help you with API audits, ad reviews, and additional one-on-one support that you might have for building local networks. How do I run workshops? What workshops should I run? How do I get people there? What do I do to get people to actually convert? Okay, so there's one-on-one support for every single component of your practice. So it is a very holistic approach with one-on-one support to make sure that we're always working on the right thing to move the needle inside of your business. Okay. And we don't just teach over Zoom. Okay. We can absolutely transform your life over video and over Zoom and through these one-on-one support calls. But we also offer all of our booked partnership program members and alumni 2 free in-person live events that are 3 days long of us working hand in hand together, shoulder to shoulder, actually auditing and working on our business so that we can fast forward your progress months, maybe even years in the span of just 3 days by working together rather than just showing you a video and hoping that you understand all the context and are able to actually execute on it. Okay. So Here's the secret roadmap that we've designed. This is your roadmap to success inside of this program. Now, week number 1, that's simple. It's just onboarding, getting you acquainted with the coaches, helping you understand where all of your support channels are, how to get one-on-one support, and how to access all the modules. Week 2, we start teaching you our unique sales process. Now, we don't believe in pushy sales. We believe in authenticity and what we call serve selling. And so we want to consult and provide expert advice and create a space where prospects feel comfortable opening up to us and talking to us and strategically asking the right questions to get people to open up and to trust us and to build a relationship so that patients decide on their own terms that they want to continue working with you. And so we're going to teach you all of that, but then we're going to role play it together, because before we turn on any patient acquisition systems, we want to make sure that you're actually able to communicate your value, that you're able to overcome objections, that you're able to get people who may be skeptical excited about investing cash and investing into your ongoing visits. Okay, once we go through that role play, then we'll actually launch the ads. Then you'll actually be ready for new leads coming in. Once we're both confident that you know what to do when a new lead comes in. We'll launch your ads. The following week, we'll start working on how do we scale these ads based off of the initial data that we collect. Then we'll start building out your automated lead nurturing systems. How do we get strangers who might not be ready to talk to you on the phone committed and booking a call a week or 2 or 3 after they originally opt in? Once patients do jump in, how do we optimize that experience so that we're eliminating extra steps, streamlining everything, while also optimizing for client retention, getting them to see your continuity program, see that the value in working with you long term rather than just to solve their hip pain. Okay, and then from there, week 7 through 13, we're just going to be focusing on helping you understand and track your practice metrics. Okay, once we have all of your numbers, we're going to help you track those with our weekly activity tracker. We're going to actually teach you how to understand what your numbers mean, and based off those numbers, what are the core constraints that we need to optimize. We'll show you how to optimize those, and we'll continue to do that to maximize profit each and every month. Okay, so that's the general roadmap of the book partnership program that we're talking about today. So we really feel like we've cracked the code on growing and scaling cash physical therapy practices. These are pictures of our clients who have gone on to generate more than 7 figures in working with us, or generate more than $100,000 just from Facebook ads in a single year, or go on to generate more than $500,000 in a single year from working with us. And just last year alone, our closest inner circle members, the ones that you see in this middle photo here, collectively generated more than $20 million from the systems that we are teaching inside of this program. So I think it's fair to say that we cracked the code just a little bit. Now, for us, that code is called the Booked Partnership Program. This is our flagship program and has been for the last 4, maybe 5 years now. Okay, now what is the book program all about? There's 3 core tenets of it. There's skills, there's processes, and systems. We want to teach you the skills, the soft skills, the hard skills of selling, of creating an emotional connection when someone walks in. How do you communicate your value? How do you overcome objections? How do you stay calm in the pressure of entrepreneurship? How do we balance our life that our practices don't consume them? We don't become slaves to the machine that we built. Okay, number 1 is skills. Number 2 is our processes. Once we know how to get someone sold, how do we make sure that they never want to leave and that they continue to refer and come back for years and years to come? So we give you all of the processes that we have from our patient experience to how we collect money from patients? How do we follow up with patients? How do we reactivate them? How do we make sure that patients are enrolling in our ongoing continuity programs? The number 3 is systems. How do we actually get your time back? How do we make sure that all the little minute things that you have to do on a day-to-day basis that create busy work, how do we automate all of those things so that you can stay laser focused on solving the biggest constraints that are in your practice at this time? And so using the system, we've taken people from barely doing, $200,000 a year to more than doubling that in a year of implementing the system. We took Garrett from $5K to in 2022 to $225,000 in 2023. Jason Rocco, we took from, he was doing a little less than $15K a month, I believe, and now he's doing close to $50,000 a month inside of his practice. And so the systems that we teach here absolutely work. And so here's the breakdown of everything that's included in this program, and with this special offer this week that ends this Friday, or when the first 12 people enroll this week. Okay, number one is done for you meta ad templates. Every single ad that we found that performs the best in every niche that you can imagine, whether it's runners, rock climbers, pelvic health, new moms, shoulder crossfitters, you name it. We have the ads that are absolutely crushing it within the populations that you work with. Now, our ads, they average around a 3 to 6x return on ad spend from the systems that we set up for you. Now, this picture here alone, these are the people that attended our last live event that generated more than $100,000 from their Facebook ads alone in the last year. So Facebook ads and this system can absolutely change your life. If you're spending your weekends and your nights hustling, worrying about where your next patient is coming from, this system can have quality fit patients contacting you on a daily basis. In the last 12 months alone, our average mastermind client has spent $186,000 on their ads over a 12-month period, and they generated a 6x return on average from those ads. So for every dollar they put in, they got $6 back. That's unbelievable. That is the greatest investment vehicle on the planet. You can go invest in the S&P 500 or mutual funds, but the most you're going to get is a 6 to 8% return. This is generating a 634% return year over year for the people leveraging this system. Okay, Nora, this just came in. Okay, she's one of our clients and has been for quite a while. In November, she got a 25x return on ad spend from her ads. So this isn't just producing a few finicky leads that don't answer the phone. This system is producing high quality leads that not only show up, but they're committed, they're excited, and they invest in your ongoing cash packages. The next thing you're going to get is done for you practice automated systems. We don't want you spending a tremendous amount of time sending emails or following up with leads or following up with past patients to get them back in. Okay, we want to automate every single piece of that so that you can, again, stay laser focused on what truly matters inside of your business. So we're going to build you out things for nurturing your new leads who come in, for nurturing long-term leads who weren't quite ready to trust you quite yet because we're in a trust recession. People are skeptical. We have to earn their trust. And so we're going to help you build the systems for doing that. We're going to build systems for new patient onboarding to get people really excited about showing up and actually committing to ongoing visits by pre-framing your packages. We'll build out new patient nurturing. So once someone commits, how do we make sure that they don't start to pump the brakes and wonder if they made the wrong decision? How do we make them feel validated and excited and stay committed to ongoing treatment? And then lastly, automated systems for reactivating your past patients. We just ran a reactivation campaign with one of our coaches. It generated more than $100,000 for a simple patient reactivation campaign that they ran for their practice. And we're going to teach you exactly how to do that for your practice twice a year or every single quarter with various different styles of patient reactivation. This is a screenshot taken. I want to read this one. Okay, not only do we increase their revenue by 3x in a very short period, but their systems are more streamlined, giving them more time. So they're actually able to rest at the end of the day and go home. So not only are they making more money than ever, they're working less than ever, all at the same time. The next thing you're going to get is done for you local marketing and workshop templates. Now, Facebook ads and meta ads are not an end all be all. There's no silver bullets in business, and it's up to us to stack the deck in our favor by creating multiple income channels for our business so that if one has a bad month, the other one can continue to support the business. We can have that month over month sustainable growth. And so we're going to teach you how to cultivate trusting referral resources, relationships in town that make you stand apart from the hundreds of other people that are also networking trying to get workshops. We're going to teach you what workshops work the best to get the most commitment from prospects who want to work with you. We're going to show you how to structure your workshop to make them as engaging as possible, to build as strong of a relationship as possible, so that at the end, when you present your offer, we maximize the number of conversions we get out of it. Then we're then going to teach you how to ascend and grow the relationships that we have so that we're not just doing one-off workshops where every single time we're trying to figure out a new workshop to do. What's the next level? The next level after workshops. What can you do with that referral partner to literally integrate your services with their business to create consistent and predictable referrals and through mutually beneficial relationships that you create with these other businesses that are in your town working with your dream clients. In addition to that, you get 3 weekly office hours with 7-figure clinic owners. Okay, you can go in and work with someone who took some courses on Facebook ads that tells you that they can completely change your life, who never even succeeded at building their own business. Or you can go and learn from the people who are doing it every single day that already have the life that you want to have, where they have practices that are generating not only millions of dollars, but affording them the luxury of having time, where they can have time to coach, not because they need to for money, but because they love to give back to the community. That's what we offer you inside of this program. So there's 3 classes. There's one for working on your systems and your automations. There's one for auditing and reviewing your ads so that you always know what's going on and what you need to do next to make them perform even better. And then we have the sales mastery class where you and your teams can jump on and we'll roll it together. We'll listen to your calls and we'll coach you on how to improve your sales process so that it becomes easier and easier to get prospects to say yes to your ongoing visits. Now, that's actually, I want to go back and, okay, so these are both former clients of the Book Partnership Program. Both of them joined our program generating less than $20,000 a month. They're both now cracking $80,000 months inside of their practice, where we were able to help them build a team and remove themselves from treatments, where they're now just pure operators inside of the practice, focused more on continuing to grow the business. This is why they're able to coach inside of our programs, because our program works so well that they were able to free themselves from the day-to-day of the practice and focus on giving back and teaching you how to replicate their success inside of your business. Now, what else do you need? That we gave you a lot of stuff. Okay. Well, what if you had 5 days a week access to our entire expert scaling team, where no matter what you're dealing with, whether you have a motivation issue, whether you just had a really bad week and you don't know how to get out of this rut that you're in, whether you have a sales problem, you're struggling to overcome a certain objection, whether you're looking for an SOP on how to onboard a new PT and how to fill their schedule, whatever your problem is, nearly 24/7, our team is available to answer your questions, to share our SOPs, to give you advice, to send voice messages, so that instead of waiting for a call, you can get instant, immediate, actionable advice on what it is you need to do to solve the immediate problems going on inside of your practice. Okay. Now, instead of just a Facebook community, every single one of our booked members, it gets a Slack channel that they have access to our entire team. So there's 2 channels that you get. You get one private channel between you, your team, and our entire team of experts, where we can answer all of your questions, help you overcome any bottlenecks you might have. But then there's one other channel where you have access to our community of more than 100 other growth-oriented cash practice owners, where there's ongoing discussion about what's working, how do we scale beyond our current spot, and where you can start to network and mastermind the solutions you're finding and discovering with other people who are on the same life path as you. And so it's a highly, highly engaging community where you're going to learn a tremendous amount, not just from our team, but from the other members that are a part of this community. Now, you're also going to get your own personal accountability coach, where you get unlimited one-on-one support for tech issues, ads, sales, offer creation, copy, whether you just need a kick in the butt because you're feeling a little less motivated this month. You have unlimited one-on-one support. But in addition to that, because I know some people, they don't like to ask for help, we have 5 structured one-on-one calls that are mandatory as a part of this program to make sure that you understand and implement the things that you need to implement to win correctly. Now, lastly, they're going to check in on you every single week to see what it is you need. How can we serve you, so that we're holding you accountable for doing the things you need to do, but also because some of us, we don't like to ask for help, which is totally normal and okay. I have a hard time asking for help myself, but we're going to check in on you to make sure that we are proactive about solving problems and making your life easier as a part of this program. These are 2 of our accountability coaches here. This is Sheila and Brian, both of which are very successful business owners that have both sold and exited their businesses. And now all they want to do is work with you to help you overcome your problems within your business and within your life, so that you can replicate the kind of life and success that they've been able to create within theirs. Now, in addition to all of those things, who would like to actually spend personal one-on-one time with the most successful cash physical therapy practice owners in the entire game? I think we'd all probably benefit from that, right? Well, we've got you covered there. Every 6 months, we have a 3-day live intensive. Our next one is coming up this January 23rd to the 25th, where we're going to be showing what is working right now to grow and scale cash practices, how to buy back your time, how to lead and build your teams, and most importantly, what is the latest patient acquisition strategies today that can keep you ahead of the competition. Now, this live event, this isn't just about teaching you new information. This is about getting things done. So every single day, not only do we have expert speakers coming in to teach you what's working inside of their practice, but we have workshops every day to actually implement the things that you're learning so you can leave that event light years ahead of where you were when you arrived. Now, here's everything that you get as a part of this offer happening this week only. Okay. Number one, you get access to the booked core curriculum. You get the booked coaching program for 3 months with the one-on-one support. You get done for you meta ad templates and audits every single week. You get done for you practice automations to buy back your time and streamline your patient experience. You get our local marketing and workshop templates. You get 3 live office calls per week with 7-figure clinic owners. You get 2 Slack channels, both one with you and our entire community, as well as with you and our entire team of experts, where we can have more intimate, detailed discussions around what's going on in your life and inside of your business. Then on top of that, we got 2 3-day live events that you will get a free ticket to by joining this program. So some of you are looking at this and you're like, great, this sounds exactly like what I'm looking for. What do I do next? Well, the next step is not to join the book program. Like, we do not want anyone to join this program unless we know for a fact that you are a perfect fit, because it doesn't benefit us in any way to get you in the program if we can't get you results. We're guaranteeing you that we'll get you to $10,000 per month or add an additional $10,000 per month to your practice within 90 days. It doesn't serve us in any way to sell you on something that's not going to benefit you. And so instead of joining the program right away, we want you to put 10K. Just comment 10K beneath this video so our team can follow up with you. Okay, we'll have a 5-minute conversation just to see if we're a good fit and if the offer makes sense for where you're at and where you're trying to go. And if for whatever reason it's not, that's totally cool too. We'll just share some of our free resources and training with you and tell you exactly what we would do if we're in your shoes, and wish you the absolute best, that maybe someday when the circumstances are a little bit different and our program starts to make more sense, you'll come back to us. And so we'll still take care of you even if this isn't the right time for you. Now, if it is the right time, then we'll schedule a 45-minute deep dive call where we can get much more acquainted, understand more about you, where you're at, where you're trying to go, what you've tried so far, why those things haven't worked, so that we can customize a tailored plan of attack for you to make 2025 your best year yet. Okay, so that's how it's going to work. Now, again, this is only available for the first 12 people, and this offer is only available this week at the price point that we're at. Now, some of you are like, well, I know how these work, Jordan. Where the bonuses at? So we put together some bonuses that are the best ones we've ever put together for this program, making this week the best time to join the book partnership program. Because not only is it the end of the year where you can basically take what you would have had to give to the federal government next year, you can buy and invest into you and your success and then write that off on your taxes next year. So there's a lot of really good reasons to commit now this week before this offer is gone. So bonus number 1 is we're going to build you a highly optimized SEO website, where the websites that we've built in the past, we've been able to sell for upwards of $10,000. Now, some of our clients who have implemented this have gone from literally zero, never getting a lead in their life, to getting leads every single day inside from their website, so that they don't have to rely on workshops. They don't have to rely on paid ads. Their website is ranking so well in their local area for their ideal patient population that they're able to stay afloat and make massive profits from their website alone, which is, of course, completely free. Now, these websites, like I said, they run for $10,000. You can go and shop around and find, go on Square and get like a free website that's not going to serve you and get you any leads, or you can go pay an agency $10,000 to build you one, or you can join our program this week by putting 10K below in the comments, and we'll build one for you absolutely free. This Matt Longfellow here was a client of ours. Now, we built his entire website, and now it's generating him $30,000 a month just from his website alone, just beneath above this red square. This is a direct quote from him where he's generating $30,000 from the website alone. Now, we will completely customize and brand this website for you. We'll we'll create all the images and give you a world-class website, which usually takes about 1 to 2 weeks to actually get completed. Now, if you look at some of these other stories, people generating $22,000 in packages from their website alone. Okay, I'm counting 21 website inquiries during the month of August. And the year before, they had 11 website leads the entire year. And so these websites are they're not free quality. These are expert level quality that you can get that will add completely for free if you join this week. Now, the second one is we have a special savings plan where you can get the book partnership program, the cheapest you can ever get it. You'll never get it at this price ever again after Friday, where you can save up to $3,250 this week. Okay, that is almost a 50% savings on the program itself. And so never been a better time. Now, in addition to that, we're going to create a guarantee, make you a guarantee that we don't normally make, where we will work with you until you generate $10,000 a month inside of your practice. If you do the things that we say, you are going to hit $10,000 a month in your practice. As I said in the beginning, 10K is normal. And it's actually incredibly easy to hit. We do it literally every single week. And so we will guarantee you that you will hit a minimum of $10,000 a month in your practice, or add an additional $10,000 a month to your practice in 90 days, or we'll continue to work with you one-on-one for free until you do. But I'm telling you, if you just follow the process that we've laid out for you, you're going to hit this in no time. It's actually not a big deal. We can totally do it for you. Now, this is Spencer Agnew. Now, when he joined us, he was about to shut down his practice. He was working at PRN hours. He had a second job. He had a kid on the way, and he didn't think that this was a viable option to provide for his family. Now, he was generating less than $10,000 a month. His profit margins were terrible. Now, today, he's generating more than $500,000 per year. He's generated more than $1 million since working with us. And now he has a team where he's bought back his time. Now he gets to focus on his passion, which is coaching high school athletes in track and field. Okay, this is Claire and Philip Mitchell. Okay, when they joined us, they were in the same boat. Okay, Claire was full-time in the business. Philip was splitting his time between home health and the business. They were doing less than $5,000 a month, and they'd been at it for over a year. They'd tried every single program that was out there. They were starting to just not believe that it was possible in their small town in Wisconsin, where they didn't think it was possible to charge premium rates. Well, within 2 months of joining this program, we helped them hit their first $20,000 month. Now, we fast forward to today, they're doing $85,000 a month in their practice and built a team of 7 people where they now have their time back and they get to focus on being the best parents they can and serving their community to the best of their ability, all thanks to this program. This is Emily Murray. When she joined us, she was literally just starting. She was making actually like close to $300 a month in her practice. Had no idea what it took to grow and scale a cash practice. Well, today she's now doing $50,000 a month in her practice. She has a team of 4 people and has generated more than $500,000 through the system that we're going to install for you inside of your practice in the next 7 days if you put 10K below, in addition to everything else that we're giving you inside of this program. So in addition to all of this, you're going to get the booked core training curriculum, 3 months of coaching, done for you meta ad templates and audits where we'll install the entire system and set them up for you, our done for you practice automations, local marketing workshop templates, 3 live office hour calls with our 7-figure clinic owners, 2 Slack channels with our expert team to help you whenever you need it, 2 3-day live events every year. And as special bonuses, we're going to add in a completely done for you, high converting website valued at over $10,000. And we're going to do it completely for free. You're going to get a special savings plan where you can save up to $3,250. And we're going to guarantee you in writing that you're going to add a minimum of $10,000 a month to your current revenue, or we'll continue to work with you one-on-one for free until you do. So put 10K below if you're interested in just having a conversation. Remember, you're not saying yes to joining the program. You're just saying yes to the possibility where we can have an open, raw, and honest conversation about where you're at and what it is you hope to accomplish. Okay, we'll have a 5-minute conversation to make sure you're a good fit. If you're not, again, we'll just give you some free resources. If you are, we'll book a deeper call where we can gain a little bit more context and clarity and help you understand what a custom solution for you would look like as a member of this program. So again, this is only available for the first 12 people. This offer ends this Friday. So if you have questions about this particular offer, put them in the comments below. I'd be more than happy to answer them. But remember, this is the greatest offer you could ever get for joining this particular program. It's never going to be this cheap. You're never going to get these kinds of bonuses where we throw on a $10,000 website for free. This is the best time to join. because bonuses and value aside, you are going to pay the investment of this program in taxes, whether you like it or not. So you can either give the investment of this program to Uncle Sam next year, or you can decide to commit to yourself, to commit to making 2025 your best year ever, and then write off that entire investment on your taxes next year. If you have questions, let me know. If you're interested and want to have a conversation, put 10K in the comments below.